Whose Coke is that in?
Say that
Whose Coke
again?
is that in?
Say that again?
Whose Coke is that in? Coca-Cola.
It was, Tuesday. It's even, no, Wednesday, on Wednesday. It was, yeah, police officer, yeah, I think, y'all was up.
Okay.
What's up, y'all?
They cracked it in.
Oh. I had some, what's in there, some food if you want something.
Okay, fine, yeah, you want to drink? Oh, hold on.
Come
Go
on.
ahead. I'll spot right.
Oh, right? We'll give you a couple minutes to write it down so we can go through the sounds. Alright. Give me a one if you can see the letters clearly, the whole board. All right. So we got first sound, Allah. Allah means cow. Allah means cow. This sound right here, Allah. Ah. Ah. Allah. Cow. Ba. Yaf. Ba. Yaf. Ba. Ba. Yaf means tent. Ga. Ga. La. Gamal. Ga. La. Mal means camel. Ga. Da. La. Dalaf. Dalaf. Dalaf means door. Da. Ha. Na. Ha. Na.
You're gonna send to the side. You can't see you.
Oh, it's right here, sir. Oh, come.
Perfect.
All right. Come. Ha. Na. Ha. Na means behold. Ha. Wow. Wow. Wow means fish hook. Wow. Za. Na. Za. Yan. Za. Yan means weapon. Za. Ka. Wa. Man. Ka. Wa. Man. Ka. Wa. Man.
Forget an AH on the end. There's an AH on the end of that, right?
AH?
Yeah. Kawama. It's not AH. It's, that N is supposed to be a H.
Oh, the N, oh, it's like
That's supposed to be a H, not an N.
It's like. There you go. Slakia. Kawama. Kawama means fence. Ka. Ta. Na. A. Ta. Na. A.
Not it's ah.
Ah.
Yeah. So even the other one before with the cow, you said kawama.
Okay.
Kawama is without the H, right? That's kawama without the H. Kawama is with the H.
Kawama.
Yeah, that H has a sound base. Ah.
Ah.
Kawama.
Oh, kawama.
Right? So it's a drawn out sound with the H.
It's a drawn out sound.
Yeah.
So kawama.
Ka.
Kawama. So kawama.
Good.
Kawama,
Good.
which means fence.
Right.
Ka.
General Kabbalah want to say wall. It's fence. It is a fence.
I mean,
It's a fence and a wall, but General Kabbalah want to say wall is a fence, right?
Wall. Oh,
Yeah.
Kawama.
So right now you could just go ahead.
Take that off. Okay. Oh, it's like a protecting.
No, it's a wall. It's a fence. Protected. A barrier that goes around whatever
Kawama.
you got going on. Wall. Not it's a what?
Say again? Oh, I mean,
No, wall.
Wall, right?
Like a wall. Door, windows, wall.
Oh, wall.
Yeah.
Wall, okay.
Okay, that's why he said protect.
Oh, come on.
Right, it's just a wall, right?
Come on.
Okay, I'll give it to him. Go ahead.
So I stand corrected. Kama means wall, means wall. Ta na means basket. Means basket. Nod means hand. Cop means palm. Mod, learn, yum, water, one, sprout, mock, means establish, yun, means I, pa,
No, pa. Pa is going to be without the H. That's an I, pa, taza, kora, shata. But this is pa.
Pa.
H is in, right?
Mouth, oh, pa, without the H, pa.
There you go.
With the H, okay, I'm sorry to hear it. Tazad, side, like on your side. Are you sleeping on your side or laying down on your side? Tazad.
The picture is a man laying on his side.
This picture right here is a man who's laying on his side.
Right. Oh, also, in the picture, right? The part where the angle is touching the stick.
Come.
The angle is supposed to never touch the stick. You gotta write it over again. The angle never touches the stick, right?
So the top is touching the stick and the middle is not.
Got it.
Come.
Too close.
Close? Come.
Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Tazad, side. Tazad. Quam, sunrise. Quam, sunrise. Qua. Ash. Hey. Shun. Tooth. Shut. Thou. Mark. The.
Okay, good. Clap it up. Okay. Let me get that pen. So this one works okay, right? Okay, so as Officer Pratiza did so well in explaining what these Hebrew alphabets are, right? We don't call them alphabets, we call them characters, right? We call them characters because they actually mean something, right? In the scholarly world, they call this a pictograph, right? These are called pictograph, all right? Pictograph, right? Now what we're gonna do is, right? We're gonna go on Google, right? We're gonna ask Google pictograph, right?
A pictorial symbol for a word or phrase. Pictographs were used as the earliest known form of writing, examples having been discovered in Egypt and Mesopotamia from before 3000 BC.
So there you go, right? That's what these are right here. This is the language of the Israelites. It is the oldest language in the world, right? You said a pictograph, which is these things, the la, the ma, the na, all of them, right? From ah, ba, down, right? It says these are pictorial symbols for a word or phrase. All right? So we put these together to make words and phrases, right? Photographs were used as the earliest known form of writing. Right? Please put your phone on mute, all right, if you can, all right? These things were the earliest forms of writing. As to the word Hebrew. Hebrew. Put your phone on mute, please, all right? Right? Ibar. Ibaria is the name of our language, right? This is how you would say Hebrew in Hebrew, right? Okay? Okay? The word Ibar, right? The word Ibar, right? It means from the past. All right? It means from the past, right? You write it like this, Ibar, right? Ibar, all right? And what does that say? Our language is from the past. Okay? Why are we naming that? Because it is the earliest form of writing. All right? As Google said, right? A pictorial symbol for a word or phrase, pictograph were used as the earliest known form of writing. Examples having been discovered in Egypt. Why? Because we were slaves in Egypt. We were slaves in Egypt. All right? And they might also be referring to the what do you call it again? The hieroglyphs, right? Well, that hieroglyphs is another form, right? Born out of our language, as our language is the original of all languages, right? And Mesopotamia. Why? Because Mesopotamia is the Middle East, all right? Mesopotamia from before 3000 BC, right? And before 3000 BC, you're looking for the time of before Abraham, right? And this was the language of Abraham. This was the language of Abraham's forefathers. And all people who spoke or wrote, they wrote in this language here. Okay, good. We want to get into the sounds, right, that a word can make, right? If anybody was writing these down, right, I'm gonna erase one half. I'm gonna leave the others for those who are still trying to write. Okay. Okay. So now we have a sound, right? Which is ma, right? Ma by itself, right? This is ma by itself, right? It means of or from, where in English, of and from mean the same thing, right? Of and from means the same thing, right? And then you have another sound, right? Which is ma, right? We have ma, and then we have ma, right? Ma means what? Okay? Written as so. When we write from right to left in Hebrew, right? So we don't write from ma, ha, we write ma, ha. We write from right to left, right? Ma, right? That means what? Okay? And then we have another sound, which is ma, ma, right? Ma is how we say hundred. Right? 100. Okay? And it's actually spelled with an extra H. Right? So I could put a H here, right? But the whole idea is that it is ma, ah. right? These are the three sounds, the R sounds in our language. Ma, ma, and ma'a. Not ma'a, right? Don't cut the throat. That's not realistic. That's not, functional, right? When you're talking fast, it's ma'a, ma'a, ma, ma, ma'a, ma, ma, ma'a. So now, if I hear you, if like I did before, when Prentice was doing a good job with the teaching the pa, right? And he gave an example where this figure is pa, but this word for mouth is pa. You see what I'm saying? Because why? Pa is not a mouth, right? The figure is a mouth. If you said pa to me, I would know that you're saying, you're saying the letter. And I could figure out that, maybe you're not from Jerusalem. Maybe you're from a faraway place and you're saying pa, right? But when I hear you say pa, I know, okay, you're talking about a mouth. The same way when I say marker, I know you're talking about this. If you say phone, I know you're talking about a phone, a cell phone. You know what I mean? And if I hear you say pa, and you're talking about this thing right here, on people's head called the mouth, right? Then head is here too, right? Head is ra'ash. Ra'ash. Not ra'ash, but ra'ash flows. It's like a hill in your voice box. It's like changing the tone. Ra'ash. All right? Good. I wonder what my is. My. I never seen a mine before. Also, any questions online? We'll take any questions online, right? Brothers, we got there.
No questions yet, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what you was talking about my, like my basket, you know what I'm saying, my cow. That's the type of mind you talking about?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm talking about my and Hebrew. Ma, and ma'a. I was going to see if we could get a mind to see what a mind would be. A mind here says from an unused root, probably meaning to be soft. Used in plural, the intestines, or collectively the abdomen, figuratively sympathy. By implication, and vast, by extension, the stomach, the uterus, or men, the seat of generation, the heart, figuratively, belly, bowels, heart, womb. So what I do is, I want to see what my is. All right. I look for my concordance. Right. My. All right. My. And it says here, so what I'll do is, it says concordance code H4578. Right? H4578. And I'll put that in. Okay, so here's the concordance that I had. Right? And we're looking right here at, I don't want to change it up. We're looking right here at 4578. What I do is now I go to my Bible app, right? And I put in 4578. Right? And then we start getting words. In Genesis 15:4, it comes up as hold on, that's not vowels. Hold on, this is what this is. Vowels. Right? It comes up as vowels. Right? Belly, the heart, womb sometimes. Right? So let's just look at the other examples. It comes up 42 times. Two nations are in that womb, and two men of so for womb it doesn't say my there. For womb it says Patan. right? Meaning from her belly. That's what it says, right? From her womb. So they put the word belly there. So my does not necessarily mean belly or womb, right? Two nations should be separated from their bowels. So it's saying it more means bowels than belly or womb. All right. Number one, what is a bowel? Bowel definition.
Here's
Bowel definition.
Here's the definition of bowel. The part of the alimentary canal below the stomach,
So,
the intestine.
So it's talking about the intestines. That's what a bowel is. Okay. So that is the word for your intestines, right? Because if I go in the Bible app, right? I go in the Bible app. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying before, right? If I go on the app and I put in intestines, right? Intestine, right? I get no answer. I get no answer from the Bible, right? Because the word in the Bible for intestine would be bowel in your King James Version, right? So mine is bowel, right? And what is your bowel? Your intestines. Your intestines, right? So there we go. So we got another word to say, right? Another sound. We have ma, my, right? We have ma, and mine, right? Please, bubble shot. Yeah. Put it. No. Just put a little water in there. The water is down. Can't deal with all that sweetness in there.
Come on. Like that?
No. Put like 3/4 and 1/4. You know what I mean? Bubble shot, right? Yeah, slack, you know what I mean? American sugar, you know, that aspartame, you can't deal with that, man. I mean, it gives me a sour feeling in my head, man. You know what I mean? My. Okay, good. Now we wanted to get some words from Nehemiah chapter 3. As we know, that's where the brothers in New York are in the Sabbath service. Okay. Yeah, we are in Nehemiah chapter 3. So what I'll do here is I go get the most common words and phrases from Nehemiah, and we teach them. All right. So we're going to begin right now. Okay. The first one that comes up, right, in Nehemiah chapter 3, it says, Wa-ya-kwam. Wa-ya-kwam, right? Kwam is this one right here, right? And he rolled up. Who rolled up? Eliashib. Right? Eliashib. And it says here, God restores. God restores. That's the definition of his name, Eliashib. Right? So the Allah part is to say God or power. Right? So let me write on the board here. Allah is to say God. Right? Usually, when you see Allah with a H at the end, right? Usually this is the angel, right? Because this signifies, the H on the end signifies lower rank. Lower rank, right? And that doesn't have to be exactly your rank. It could be a position you're asking. It could be a humbling way of asking things you're asking. I do all the time to brothers right? I'm also 5,000, right? It's considered a high rank in the school, right? So there might be brothers that's under my rank, right? 1,550, and I might go to them, right? And I might ask them to do something, right? In a lower esteemed way. I'm not, we're not personal rank. So what we're doing is we're being a brother to a brother, and I'm asking them to do something for me, right? And I want the word babu shai to understand, right? The word ba, right, is a preposition to say in, right? And then we have bakwash, right? This bakwash means request, right? This bakwash means request, right? And then the ha on the end now, right, is gonna give this lower rank way to be esteemed. Because really, every man on the planet is at mercy of another man. That's how people live and die. You live because we're at the mercy of whoever provides us water, and you're at the mercy of whoever provides you food, and you're at mercy with whoever provides you clothes. You're at mercy with whoever provides you gas and provides you electricity. But you could be the mayor. The mayor is in charge of New York City. In New York City, outside of the law, right, in the world, he will be, you could say he's the highest ranking man in New York, per se, the mayor, right? But the mayor is at mercy of Con Edison, the electric company. If the electric company goes out, he would have to find an investigation. So everyone has to make sure, right? The mayor would have to create some deal where the electric company is being paid, where they can continue the service, right? So they have to put in a request, right? This is our way of saying, please, right? Ba Pasha, right? Babu Pasha is not one word. Babu Pasha is to say in request, in a humbling form. The word humble is kanai, right? The word humble is kanai, and you can see this all the time. You might have a dog who's big and bad and can kill everyone, right? But then that dog has an owner, right? And that dog humbles himself before, to say, he puts his head down and to ask for something. And sometimes, no man's head get too big. You know what I mean? We go to someone, ask him a favor, like, yo, can you do this for me? Babu Gasha. You see what I'm saying? And of course, in brotherhood, and a brother should answer, you should deliver every command. You know what I mean? You should deliver every command. You know what I mean? And this is just our culture and being polite. We are people who are very kind. The Israelite culture is a kind way to be. I don't care about what you've seen or what you heard, right? The way of the Lord that was given to the Israelites, right, is to win over in conversation, win over in kindness. We are a kind people. We're not the slave master. We're not mean and just boss everybody around. That's not our culture. Our culture is to be kind. We invented this thing. Our culture is wisdom.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Of course, and through being kind, you get anybody to do anything for you. And being kind and polite, you know what I mean? If you do something the wrong way, a brother might look for revenge. It's not our culture to have revenge against our brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? To hold odds against our brother is not our culture. Our culture is you go to him and him alone because a man offended you. You see what I'm saying? So that you can do what? Get rid of the offense. That's our culture. Our culture is getting rid of offenses. So we can all live in peace. But we haven't lived that way for the past 1,000 years, 2,000 years, 3,000 years. So what happens? We end up being Bloods and Crips. We end up being Bloods and Crips and Woos and Chos. and blacks and Latinos, right, or blacks and Native Indians, we end up becoming two enemy factions of the same family, and that's not our way. You see what I'm saying? Our ways are the best families. Okay, good, right? Now, why do they call this? I'm saying this is lower rank based on what I know in the culture, right? Because an angel, first of all, an angel is not feminine. I don't even believe, according to the Bible, there's no woman angel. All the angels are men, right? These are not beings that need to reproduce. These are not beings that need hugs and kisses and love like us. You know what I mean? So angel is lower rank from the power, right? The almighty power, Allah Shadia, right? But Allah in His word by itself just means God, power, or authority. It could be a man, right? But when you see the H on here, this is a man who's in, or being that is in lower rank to someone else. As to how we get Allah Yam, Allah Hayam, right? With the Ha in there. All right? Why? Because there's more than one. Why? Because there's more than one angel for Allah Hayam, right? So in academia, in the academic world, you'll see they refer to the lower rank as the feminine, because in gay society here in America, right, every man is equal, right? In the Israelite culture, no man is equal, not one. There's no equality in the Israelite culture. That's something made by an oppressor in his world, right? But in our culture, no man is equal. Every man is somewhere in society above him or lower than him. All right? But now in our culture, men are above rank to women. Right? The only thing in our culture is women don't have power. Right? Allah means God or power. God, power, authority. Authority. Okay? Good. And an angel is a power and authority too, right? Over us, right? But a woman doesn't have power. A woman doesn't have Allah. You see what I'm saying? Men have Allah, right? And Allah, in the word Allah, is not a physical being, right? Unless you're talking about the most high power, all right? But man has a power like a judge. He's in charge of the city, right? He has power. Mayor Eric Adams, he has power in the city. Allah is the word for power. Okay, good, right? Okay. Now we're gonna get to some more of the words in Nehemiah. Quam is one word. The word quam, right? The picture is a figure of a sunrise, right? But the word quam, it just means rise. Right? It just means rise. Right? Rise is the word for quam. Okay? And from the time of Adam, right? Or from before Adam, I could believe people would see something rising every day in the morning. Right? So quam is the figure for rise. Okay? Good. We got the word priest, right? We got the word high or big, right? Big in Hebrew is gadol, right? Gadol. Right? Gadol. Okay. Okay. Now you'll see the word gadawal, right? Gadawal. For things that are just like what? Big. Right? So we got a tense in gadawal. Gadawal is like saying ing, right? In our sense, right? And you're gonna see this word come up as high, right? High, large, great, you know, giant, not giant per se, right? But giant, it depends on the concept of giant too. When you see giant in the Bible, it just means someone who's a bully. A big person who can beat you up, right? A bully. The word that people always point to, Nephilim. That Nephilim where it says giant, it just means the wrestler. For real. It says Nephilim will be Napathalium, right? And it would say wrestler or Napalium. And now this be a wrestler, right? We'll get in a minute if anybody needs it, right? Right? Good. Or sometimes in English they also say mighty. But I don't want to put mighty there because mighty is rightly kazakwa. To stay kazakwa like the chest. Right? But sometimes you see the word gadawal there. Gadawal comes up very common in the Bible. Because in the Bible it's all about men who are great, high in power, structure and esteemed highly. So you're going to see gadawal all over the place. Right? You're going to see gadawal all over the place. Right like so. Right? Wall. Right? Gadawal, right? You're going to see that all over the place. Everywhere. Right? And all of these are you're going to see there in same thing, right? Name some great men in the Bible, brothers. In the Bible, some great men.
Name great men?
Yeah.
Zechariah.
Zechariah was a Gadawal. He was a great man. Go ahead. Samuel was a great man. Gadawal. Keep going. Yahushua. Oh my gosh, the greatest. Right? Gadawal. Keep reading.
Isaiah.
Gadawal. Isaiah. You get the idea, right? Yeah. You might have a high building. Building that are high. Right? Gadawal. You got famous men. Tomorrow we're gonna be here tomorrow at school. We're gonna watch Floyd Mayweather fight some Japanese cat tomorrow, I believe, right? Is it tomorrow? Huh? Yeah, you can come. I think it's gonna be like 9 or something like that. We're gonna be watching the fight. It should be in the night. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Get the time right now. Oh, it's next weekend, Saturday September 24th. So that's tomorrow the 17th. So this is next weekend, right? Floyd Mayweather is gonna fight Mikuru Asakura. Mikuru Asakura. We're gonna watch it here at the school next weekend at okay, there's no time here, but I assume it's gonna be like 9. 9 is usually the time the fight starts. You know what I mean? Come. I remember when I was in UK. You watch your fight that start 9 over here. It'd be like 3, 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? There's mad Jamaicans coming out. You know, in England, everybody from our town and the Israelites over there is all Benjamites. Mad Jamaicans pouring in, and they slamming the walls and everything. 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, man, good times, man. Good times, man. I love your own people. You know what I mean? God. Okay. Going further on in the book here, in Nehemiah chapter 3. Okay, the word priest keeps coming up. So we got the sounds already, right? Ma means of. Ma means what. So if you say something, it's like ma, but the same like you'd be like, what? Ma. They do this in China today, as a matter of fact, too. Can we get a video of Chinese people saying what over and over again? Let me see if I can get a video of Chinese people saying what over and over again. It gotta be something like this.
Top 5 Chinese sound effects. Number 5.
Those are sound effects. So right there, so right there. They got the most popular sound effects on their phones in China. It says really nigga.
That's what it said?
That's what they said, really nigga. The number one Chinese sound effect on their phone. So on the phone, so text messages come in, really nigga. Yeah, that's what they just said on here. Okay, I can't find one right now, right? We can probably do it another time, right? I was suppose somewhere, just like in America, we got TV shows and you got the funniest videos of all time, and she got shows like that, right? I was gonna see if I could get Chinese people saying what, because they say ma just like this. They say sometimes they say shama, right? But ma is what, and then Chinese got that ma from the Hebrew language a long time ago, right? All languages come out of the Hebrew, right? So ma, what? So that's why you have to be careful of how you sound things when you talk, because I have to know what you're talking about, right? And we all gotta know what we're talking about so we don't get shot. All right? We don't gotta get a fight with the brother over miscommunication. That's not what I'm saying about your girl, my brother. That's not what I was saying. You know what I mean? I was saying this, and then you got to complain to him, and you know what I mean? To say that's not what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Just so you can survive the night from some party or things people go to the world. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Good. Okay. We got the word priest comes up in Nehemiah all the time. Priest. You need a priest for your nation. Right? Without priests, the people are not united. And that's a fact. Who is a priest? The one who everyone goes to for advice from the Lord. Who's our priest outside of the UPK in the world today? I don't know about. Oh, go ahead.
The Levites?
There's nobody knows what Levi is in Brownsville. You know what I mean? In the world, who are the priests today in the world? People who you go to advice. What is a child who's 13, 14 years old? Who does he go to for advice? Let's think of you when you was 14. Who did you listen to for advice? Yeah, somewhat. I mean, but she was not everybody's leader. She was not everybody's priest. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Brother Zah.
You ever go to like a pastor or like a big brother?
Pastors come second place. Mm-hmm. Pastors for the adults for sure.
Oh, you were talking about 14-year-old?
14 years old, 50. But the part where you becoming a person and you start to absorb your morality as how you're gonna live your life. Come on, brothers up.
Your friends get
No, not your friends. Your friends get it from who? No. I'm gonna say it's gonna be funny. We'll all get our advice to get girls from DMX. DMX was our priest. Who else? Huh? Entertainers. That's give her a hand. That's who it is. All the girls right now growing up, right? Their priest, who they get the advice from right now, is Glorilla, Cardi B. I think Megan Thee Stallion will come before all of them. Megan Thee Stallion is the #1 priest for women right now in America. I just say that. Whatever Megan Thee Stallion says, that's the law of how they should live. They get their lifestyle from these women entertainers, like the sister said. Entertainers. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Brothers grew up in the 90s. You know what I mean? Your priest was Biggie. And Tupac. I think Tupac is #1. If we was free without your personality, we was still messed up without knowing who he was, I think brothers would make a statue for Tupac because he was the priest. Probably put a meat on your statue and everything. Go ahead, Partizan.
I have a comment and also I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
The comment is, you're right, because I used to listen to this rapper just before I go to school. Literally every day.
Yeah.
Just before I go to school.
I did the same thing.
Just to be in my mind state to talk to women. You know, and so every day I was listening to him, getting dressed, kept on playing, getting dressed, so I know I can be in that mind state that I don't care, you know what I mean, and just you know what I mean, just want to every day. So calm. That's what I was doing.
Absolutely right. That's the truth. That's who we listen to. That was our priest growing up. That was name one.
But the one I'm talking about, his name is Rapper Forte from California.
So Rapper Forte, he was your General Muhammad when he was 15. That was your General Forte. You know what I mean? Just like that. You know what I mean? I'm from Brooklyn, so you know every day I got beef. I got beef with a kid in school on the way to school. So every day I'm looking for advice on, you know, how to deal with this situation. You know, every day was how to deal with your beef. You know what I mean? That's what you do. You know what I mean? No good advice. My advice was, my priest was the game. The game, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? I can't remember them now. I was not a Lil Wayne fan. I used to bully Lil Wayne fans because they got bad advice. They got drug addict advice. And my advice came from killers, and their advice came from poets. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
It's like the question is right here from Kara Lakam. Yeah, he said, Slack sir. I missed the pronunciation. He's talking about the pronunciation of ma and ma.
Ma?
And ma.
It's just the ma by itself is used as a preposition right here. Right? This is used as a preposition. You never write it by itself. You have to write this before a word the same way how we wrote ba before bakwasha. Like I could take out ba and I could put ma. You see what I'm saying? What is it saying here? This is saying of request. So this is like saying, yo, Partizan asked me a favor. That's what this will end up being saying. And you'll be saying, yeah, he got a maba kwasha. So I'm saying to you in person, can you do this for me, Baba Kwasha? And then you're gonna go to someone else. The thing I asked you for, when I asked you Baba Kwasha, you're gonna say, yo, he came up to me with a maba kwasha. You know what it's like? Here's why I say favor. Because in the word for please, even in Spanish, is por favor. Por favor. You see what I'm saying? And that por, I believe that por is supposed to be like for, right?
Yeah, come.
Yeah, por favor is for favor. In other words, I'm asking for a favor. And then you do the favor, and then you let me know I'm doing this as a favor. I'm doing this as a bakwasha, or I'm doing this for a ma bakwasha. So this will be like favor for us, ma bakwasha. Right? So it's not ma bakwasha. Okay, let's do a little what's those things that people on Rosetta Stone do? They give you a little phrase synopsis of a conversation. Go ahead, brother.
He's also saying you need to hear the sound, the different sound, because it still sounds the same to him.
Okay.
So.
Okay, look. Ma is short. Maybe that's what he's not getting, right? Ma is a short sound. Short sound. Ma, long sound. Long sound. Ma, no. Ma, 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 ma. And then you have this sound right here, which is ma. which is, how do you say that? Ma, what kind of sound is that? Ma. It's like a heel sound, or how would you say that? Like a ma. It's like a down up sound. Yeah, down up sound. Ma. So it's like down up down. Ma. Right, without stopping your breath. Don't say ma. That's your breath stopping. We don't talk like that. We take a breath and we breathe in, and then we pour out our sentences without stopping our breath. That's what we do. And we let the tongue and the lips and the roof of your mouth and your teeth connecting with a space between your tongue, and you form words continuously without stopping your breath. The only thing to stop your breath is when you want to take in more breath, just put out more words. So we don't stop our breath in the middle of ma. It's ma. All right. No sweat. Right? That's what you got it. Ma. Okay. I have a question request. Right? So here's me, and here's you. I'll say to you, ba kwasha. And then you say, ma ba kwasha. Or you say ma or kwash. Because kwash is request. So I'm saying, yeah. So I'm saying, Baba Kwasha. What? What are you talking about? What request? Ma Bukwash. Good? I don't say, and then me, what would I say? I'll say I in Hebrew is ah. Or, okay, we don't want to say I request. I could say ah. Well, for teacher purposes, let's roll with this. Ah, or quash. I or quash. What can we request? I request.
Salaki, so if I may, maybe we say, what is that? Abakwash. Mashimka. I request your name.
Okay. I request your name. Okay. I like that. Bakwash. Bakwash. Your name, right? So Sham Ka. Right? Name. Right? And then your. And then you hit it off with a Babakasha at the end, right? Let me fit it all on the board. I'm gonna write it right over again. Hold on, bear with me 1 second. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure everything fits on the board. Right? Me. Right? Bakwash. Bakwash. Shamka. Shamka is a preposition, so I'll make sure I put a dash here so you can see it's not a word in itself. Right? Right? Name. Sham is name. Ka is your. Shamka. And I put it again. Ba Kwasha. Bakwasha. Right? Ba is in, Bakwasha is to say request. Okay? Okay. I request. You could put a Bakwasha here too because this man is asking for something. Right? You put a ha on the end for a request. Bakwasha Shamka Babukwasha. I should put the ha here because he's asking at mercy of the other person to answer it. Okay. Bakwasha Shamka. Okay. Okay. Okay, I hope it's legible, right? Okay, we can see. I request your name, right? I request your name, right? This is please. That's how we say please. Okay. Or let's not do your name. Let's do his name. So I can press on more on the request. Okay. So we're gonna request his name. We just change the Shamka to Shamwa. That's no longer your name. It's now his name. Okay. And then he will say, Khan Adawan Khan, right? Khan the one Khan. Right, which is yes. And then of course we know Adan is the word for Lord. Adan is the word for Lord. Right? And this wa is to say like ing, meaning you're doing the thing he's asking for. Right? Lord, meaning in action, meaning action. Verb means action. Lord, right? So yes, Lord, yes. Okay? And he goes off with the request. He goes off with the request. And he goes and asks the other person. Right? He goes off and asks the other person. He says, sir. He says, so he goes and says, Adan, which means Lord. Lord. And he says, Adan, which is my Lord. Adanya, right? Adan, the Lord. So you're going to another brother's over in, right? And Lord, this becomes my. Yah is my, the end of the word. My Lord, Bakwashwa. My Lord, Bakwash, wa. I'm gonna say that for your name, right? You know how to say for in Hebrew? Who online knows how to say for in Hebrew? You're doing this for this, you're doing this for that. For, F-O-R. We do this all the time. You say every time in the prayers, every week. On the Sabbath service, we're taught how to say for. Right? I don't know, I guess maybe if brothers out there have any diligence for they saying on the Sabbath service at all. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You should know what the word for is. form. F-O-R in Hebrew is Kaya with a K. Kaya. Adanya Bekwashwa Kaya Shamka. Shamka, right? Name. Right? Name, yours. We know possessives always go at the end of our words. Kaya Shamka, Ba Bakwasha. Ba Kwasha. Ba Kwasha. And then they give you his name, and he'll say him. He would say Shamya. To say my name, Shamya. Name, Shamya. And that Yara there means my. Shamya, and then he would say Shamya priest or Shamya. My name is name. My name is priest officer. Priest, right? And then my name is priest, Kahan. Right? Kahan is priest. Go ahead, Partizan.
Precinct officer, Marshall Moore, you got that word, Kaya.
Kaya, very good. I know Mashamai gonna get it. Mashamai, he by now he a OG in Hebrew. You know what I mean? OG, he a OG UPK Negro by now. Every class, he in class more than class. You know what I mean? Who?
Isupk, Hebrew language.
Yeah.
The band, I just gotta take it down because it's covering the bottom.
Oh, that's fine, dude. Yeah.
Come.
Then, yeah. Okay. What request? Right? What request? Okay. Any more questions on that? Okay. I'm about to erase all this. Alright. We're gonna get some more words from Nehemiah. Okay. We've got the word build. Right. Build. We get this word almost every week. Very common word. People in the Bible are always building something. Banah. Okay, we got a wall. Got a wall, we did that already. Okay. Gate. Gate is Shire. Shire. Right? We know that city is Ire. Right? Ire. Or most of the time it's IR. Ire. Right? I'll give you a clue. This and this sounds the same, so they just say this. You see what I'm saying? But if you see ire, it's because you're saying IR. 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 Right? There's no real meaning to why they spell this different from this. Because remember, in a word, Yah is to say past tense. That's to say past tense. You can't put past tense on a city. You know what I mean? And when it's used in the scriptures, it's not being used in past tense like, oh, there was a city called this. That's not how it's being used in when it's being written in the literature. All right? It's being used to say the city, this city and that city. You know what I mean? And Ire is the name. Ire. All right, so there's no past tense there. I would assume, just like any name, most names don't go by sentence rule structures. No names don't got spaces in them at all, ever. Right? So I could assume that for just like names of a place or person, they just put something in there for the sound's sake. IR. All right? And that's where this word shire came from. Because Shah is a preposition to say. Shah is a preposition, right? To say pertaining to. Pertain to. Okay? Every city has gates. The only city that don't got a gates is Jerusalem today. The old black neighborhood is the only black neighborhood that don't got no gates. Okay? Okay? We got Qadash. We know what Qadash means. Let's get something different than Qadash. We got Delath already. You did Delath earlier, right? Delath. Oh, hey, look at this. We got a tower. All right. The word for tower is Ma Gadab. Break it down, first. Why would they call a tower Ma Gadab? What is Gadab?
Gadal is
Here's the clue. Here's the clue.
Wall.
No.
Oh, Gadol. Oh, I mean,
Hold on. Whoa. What is wall? What is wall in Hebrew?
Wall is
Abagada. Ha. What is wall? Ha was ha. What is a ka?
Kawa.
So yeah, kawa. Go on. Yeah. Dang, your pen fell. No problem. It's like that was a sight to it's like it, right? But you on to it. Kawama. Kawama. Not kalama. Kawama. Kawa. Ma.
Oh, kalama.
Not kalama. Not kalama. Kawa. Ma. Good. Kawama. Kalama. You said it again. I know, no problem. You got the gist. All right? So, Gadal is not wall. What is Gadal? Yeah.
So great or larger.
There we go. Right? Gadal is big. Right? Gadal is big. Qatan is small. Right? There's more than one way to say small. Qatan is one way to say small. Okay, good. Tower, the word tower is ma gadal. Break it down. Anyone in here? I know Sister had her hand up before. You trying to say this word means big, so tower.
Yeah.
Okay, no sweat. Ma gadal as tower. Go ahead.
So ma.
Mm-hmm.
Is even of.
Ma is of. Good. Uh-huh. And then Gadal is big. All right, so we're talking about something from something big. Usually tower is from a big building, who knows, right? But the word for tower is Ma Gadal. Yeah.
So I say because because you're right, it's talking about something big.
Yeah.
It's a tower.
Right.
So it's large. It's a large structure.
It's a large structure. It's a big structure.
Okay.
Okay. We got a name here called Kanan Allah. Okay. Wanted to get this very common word too. Khan. Usually means something like gracious or kind. Okay, there you go. Kind. I said I don't want to say kind, and then people take it the wrong kind of kind. Because there's been sisters that left the school a long time ago, and from a place far away from New York, probably far away. Okay. I mean, a brother tried to name her kind and name her kind, which doesn't mean kind like kind person. This means kind like kind person. All right? Oh, it's a problem. Favor means can mean something else. Kind can mean something else. You know what I mean? Favor, kind. So let me put 2580 in the Bible. See what comes up. 2580. Okay. Grace. But now grace could mean grace, period. You know what I mean? Favor in my sight. Favor could be favor like doing someone a favor. But the idea is that this is a person who is favorable. So let me just put all of them together. Grace, gracious, kind, favorable. Favorable. Right? That's what Khan is. Okay? And you might see a word, you might see a name called Canaan. That Canaan just means that it's a name. It's no different than saying Canaan 1 or Shammai 1. You could just put Shemain. It's like you put Canaan. You got who? Canaan. In Hebrew is Canaan. They could have named it Canaan 1, but they've named him Canaan. Same way we got Zabal 1. They could have named it Zabalan. They could have named him Zabalan. Right? That's the culture of names. One just means that it's a noun, person, place, or thing. Okay? Okay. Okay. Run up on the time. Let's just get some words on the board. I'll means over. We know this. A repetition is good. I'll means over. No more questions online, no more comments on there, further down that we missed out.
I don't want it, Salakia.
Yeah.
What app are you using to find those meanings of the words?
I'm using the Amazon Kindle. Amazon Kindle. I'll show you. I got my phone here. I got my book apps here, and I go to Amazon Kindle. Right? I got mad books on Amazon Kindle. Before the Mayflower, the ancient Hebrew lexicon of the Bible, the book of Josephus, stuff to defeat the Rastafarians as a sample. I got the Lost Tribe and Promised Land. I'm 5% into that long book, right? I got other samples. I got the Arawaks, and then I got the Strong's Concordance. I go on the Strong's Concordance. It gives me every single word, right? That's available in the Hebrew, right? I got a table of context. Let's go to the beginning, right? It gives me a preface here, right? It gives me where's the part where it gives me the alphabet, right? In alphabetical order. So I can click on here, and I can say I want to look for Anashim. Anashim means man. So it gives me and all of the nas, da, ada, aha, awa, aza, aka, ata, aya, aka, Allah, ama, ana, right? And I want ana. So I click on ana, right? And then I get the whole ana section. And in particular, I want anash. So we got anawash here to say mortal, a mortal man. But I don't want anawash. Got a tense Y in the middle, which is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for anash without that, right? Anapa, anaqua, anaqua, asar, all the way to the end, right? Asar, up, which means angry. Upon, that's not what I want. Hold on. Keep going until I find asha, anasha, right? So we passed it. We are aparium. That's not way we passed it, right? Na, ana. Oh, that's asa. There we go, right here. Anash. Okay. Hold on. Let me see if there's only one. Anash. Here we go. Right. Corresponding to 582, which is a man. So let me click on 582 and see what it says. Because it says mainly Anash is to say be frail or feeble. All right. But when you go in the scriptures now, right, like I did in Nehemiah, right, Anash is the word to say men, right? Because just notice. Even though we read all these books, we don't trust none of these books. I don't trust none of these books. You see what I'm saying? I use them for what they're used for, tools and instruments to find our way back, but you can't teach me my culture. Right. You see what I'm saying? So we use these as tools, but we who know ourselves and know how we use things, we know what the hell we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? Why would they say that Anash is a man? Or to say that he's frail? Why? Because we talk about men, and we talk about men of the Lord. If you're not a man of the Lord, you are frail. You see what I'm saying? You are without protection. You are defenseless with just a man out there in the street. Anyone can come kill you. Your best friend can come kill you. You see what I'm saying? Homeless people who want $5 can come kill you for $5. You see what I'm saying? But a man of the Lord, that's a hard person to kill. That man is not frail. That man is not desperate. He doesn't need anything. The Lord give the ants nest and give the ants give the birds nest and give the ants holes. And the Lord has protected his priests and his servants. But if you are a man that is not living the Lord's lifestyle, and you are without protection from the Lord, then you are just a thing just waiting to get killed. Just like any cat that sees a mouse. All right? Good? Man gets sick. Man get incurable diseases. Right? Can you see protests are? How about now? Still out there. Right? Can you? Okay. Read it right there. From 605.
605?
Yeah.
God. Let me see here. The name of it is Anash.
Yeah, start from where it says a primitive root.
Okay. To be frail.
Yeah.
Feeble.
Feeble. Go ahead. Feeble means frail, meaning you are something gentle or you might break. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you are. Yeah, go ahead.
Or figuratively.
You can skip past that and the next one.
Desperate.
Desperate. That's how man lives in the earth, right? From us to China and India, people are living in desperate situations. They will kill each other for rice. You see what I'm saying? They all want to fly to America to get some money from all over the world. Keep going.
Wicked.
Wicked, because that's what man is. Man of the Lord is not wicked, but man. Right? The Bible says to obey not men, right? But to obey men of the Lord, because it's the difference between man and man of the Lord. All right, go ahead.
Incurable.
Incurable. Men get incurable diseases. Name them: AIDS, HIV, herpes, incurable diseases, cancer, incurable. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Sick. Man gets sick because the Lord is against him. Read.
Woeful.
And woeful. I mean, he's full of things to destroy him. You see what I'm saying? No problem, right? Good. But now, it says compared with 582. Okay? So we click on 582. And it brings me to Anawash. And it says probably a mortal man, right? Anash is the right way to say man. Right? Man. Sometimes you see, many times, if it's a lone man, you see Ayash. Right? And both of these mean man. I put both of these on the board because you have to know what these are when you see them. Now, when you see the plural, you're never going to see Ayashyam. You're always going to see Anashyam. Right? You're always going to see Anashyam. I'm writing it the wrong way around, right? I messed up over here. That's what tripped me up. Let me write it the other round, right? Right? We got man, singular, right? Which is Anash / Ayash. All right, and then you have men, plural, right? Men is plural, right? And it's going to say Anashyam. Anashyam. So you always going to happen when you see men plural, okay? Okay, we got the gates already. We got here. What's this value? We got Korah. Korah says met many times. We don't want to use that. We're not ready for that yet. Bar yak. Bars. Okay. We might have to use this. Bar yak. Okay, let me see what Barak is without that. But it's not Barak with a K. This is Barak. Alright. Go ahead, President.
Barak, the CH at the end?
Yeah.
Barak.
I'm looking at that right now. The concordance here. Barak. Okay, we got Barak. So before that, yeah. It's not giving me. It's only giving me with the so let me just put it on the board, right? Bar. And it'll say barayak. Very close, I don't know. Very close to the English of what a bar, how to say bar. Barayak. If I know that Hebrew came first, and English came after, and I see the Hebrew word is barayak, and then I see the English word is bar, I would say that the English word bar came from the Hebrew word barayak. I'm only saying one came from before the other. It says usage as a fugitive or a boat. All right. So let me let's get some more. Let's get the hold on. Okay, let me see if I can get this in a okay, it says a boat chase driver. So 1272. All right, 1272. 1272 is the concordance code. 1272. All right, 1272. And I put it in. It says fled. I don't know, fled. She fled. Barak. Flee. There you go. Okay. But it's used to say bar. So let me put fled. Flee. Flee is Barak. Okay. Okay. What?
Oh, no, I just talked to myself.
Okay. No slip. Right? But in this context that we read it in, right, in Nehemiah 3 and 4, let me see what it says in English in Nehemiah 3 and 4. Nehemiah 3 and 4. Oh, you want to read it?
Come.
Go ahead. Read it from 3 and 3.
3 and 3, Nehemiah 3 and 3.
Go ahead.
Nehemiah chapter 3, verse 3. But the fish gate did the sons of Nasiah built.
All right, so we built something. So you're talking about something that was built. That's why you got build on the board, but now. Okay? We got the gates, the fish gate. Right? Gate is shire. Right? That's why we put all these words on the board, because these are the words that are in these texts here. Right? Keep going.
God, who also laid the beams thereof.
He laid the beams thereof. Go ahead.
And set up the doors thereof.
We got door. We had door earlier, which is the lock. Go ahead.
The lock thereof.
The locks to lock the doors. We had locks a long time ago. For locks for doors. We had locks in the time of Nehemiah. Go ahead.
And the bars thereof.
And the bars, which is this word we have right here. Barak. Bar is like barayak. Okay. And the bars. I guess this might be a bar you put behind the door so the door don't open. If I'm not mistaken. Right? Okay. Okay. We got the word here for repair, the word for repair says kazak, which means to make strong. So we're gonna put strong on here. Why? Because this is a black language. And in a black language, when something is broken, you say, oh man, this thing got weak. How you make it strong again? You gotta fix it. And when you fix it, it gets back strong and the sword ain't wonky, the sword ain't flimsy. It's strong again. It's a strong sword. Meaning it's being repaired.
Okay.
Right? So for these things, you need a sense of being black. Right? You need a sense of being an Israelite, which is being a Negro, Latino, or Native Indian. That's how you make sense of what's going on here. Chazakwa. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else on here. Related to beams, rocks. Onto the throne. Oh, seat. A seat is kasar. Kasar. Right? So seat, chair, chair. Seat, chair. Okay. Okay, fortified. Isaiah, forsake, leave. Repaired, the ruler, half. We got the word half. Half is Chazaya. Sorry, not Chazaya. Katazaya. Katazaya. All right, and that word is of course it sounds very similar to Kataza, because Kataza is arrow, and they're saying that they got the word half to say split from the middle, and so the arrows always try to get the middle, and you could split the board in half, hitting it too many times in the middle, right? Half meaning from the middle. All right, it says from H2673, the half or middle, half, middle, midnight, mid, 2 parts. Okay. Okay. Get the word measure here, but no, we're gonna leave it like that. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. And with that, hold on. Oh, one of these heathens had a pool. One of these heathens had a swimming pool a long time ago. And the word says it said that he was blessed. A man was blessed who he got wealth. He always got a swimming pool in his yard. Yikes. In the Bible. He got a swimming pool in the Bible. Nehemiah 3 and 15.
I'm coming.
Sits lower by the king's garden. The king had a swimming pool. Portrait of David onto the pool that was made. Okay, hold on. Prepare the priest, plain. Okay, that's it. Yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. We got all the words we need. All the words is repeating this throughout this chapter right here is very good, right? And with that, I pass the class of priests and also 500 throughout the Zah.
Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Aman Shabbat, Amatum, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakatah.
Yahweh. So, and turn to the sister. We're gonna give one courtesy to the salute to the sister. Sister, Amadu. And Israel. Amadu Shabbat. Amadu. Barak. Yahweh Shema Gamba Hashem Yahshua. Yahweh Matah. Class dismissed.